And that's the same idea, wave dash off with an aerial, which I think Hungrybox did like years ago more often, but seems to be favoring that over pound this weekend so far. Maybe it's just because weaker players stand a little too close, because the pound goes a little bit farther, right? But it's to be seen in this set exactly what sort of approach we have. Okay, right off the platform and a nice combo from Fiction to put on a good 31%.
Taking the business right to Hungrybox early.
Okay, and not phased being on the edge. Hungrybox is waiting for Fiction to try to push inward, and Fiction is nice and patient. And that's the tricky thing about Hungrybox is Hungrybox might notice that, and for so much of the rest of the set, let Fiction stay patient, and in the critical moment, then push forward.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
And Hbox has had some scary moments at this tournament already too, so definitely potential for another upset from Fiction here. And Fiction had some amazing reads
up tilt
on Mango in that set.
Yeah.
And I saw some people that were on Twitter that were clipping the individual clips, and just looking at them and thinking about them more deeply, I realized that this guy's got an insane punish game with Falco.
Yeah, it's very well thought out, right? There's sort of like a flowchart's not the correct. There's a lot of linkages there. There's a sort of natural language
of
follow-ups.
Yeah, me and someone, I think it was Darkgenix, but me and Darkgenix were talking about how flowchart is often seen as like a very derogatory term, but it's not.
That's why I try not to use it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's seen that way, but it really shouldn't be. Flowcharts are good. They help people solve problems.
Flowchart is just the solution, but you planned it out.
Right. Exactly.
In situations where there are solutions, Fiction has a lot of those down. Right.
Well, that's and
here's why I think Fiction's extra strong is you use those solutions. You recognize that the whole game's not solved by any means. But you use those things that are solutions, use them as the basis for your game plan, and then you build around it. And the thing is, there are a lot of players that feel like they have the solutions to so many things in a matchup. But Fiction has said, like, okay, this solution doesn't cover all this stuff. Let me find good answers to that. The 2 or 3 things that I can do.
Hungrybox.
Oh, he's teabagging him.
Big risk.
Hungrybox looks over at him. They're laughing. A little bit of teabag action. It's all in good fun. All in good fun.
I don't know.
I think it's all in good fun. Oh, no, he goes for another rest. Rest him, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Oh, they're having fun out there. You love to see it. Okay, so he does the little up air through the platform to like try to catch a shield drop or get out of there, but actually doesn't get out of there. Goes for an up tilt right afterward anyway. Sort of a chump check to say, are you just waiting to check off this box of me up airing before you come down?
Right.
Hungrybox wisely waits it out.
And one thing I keep noticing is that Hungrybox is having a really hard time finding solid ground once he gets taken up off, into the top platforms and above even.
Okay, I thought that was an edge guard scenario. Doesn't turn out to be the stock. Goes for the up smash. Wow. I guess it's not that dangerous, huh? Because if you hit it, you get the KO, and you're just in a bad situation like this if you get hit.
Right.
But, Hungrybox making the most of it.
Yeah, and we were talking about innovation and realizing that not everything can be solved in this game, or not everything is yet. And it's like, yes, that is definitely true, but what can you show Hungrybox that he hasn't seen before? With Falco, It's definitely an interesting question.
I mean, or in the game. Yeah, I wanted you solved really loosely, just recognizing, like, this has the lowest risk, highest reward sort of thing, and these are the mix-ups.
Hungrybox getting a lot of icing on his cake this stocking.
No comment. All right. Fiction controlling the center. Hungrybox, again, seems pretty content at these high percents especially to stay on the side platform and try to get that extra hit. And at this point, a back air is going to knock down, right? And you can bring dangerous. That can start to snowball into a big stock.
I think it's already snowballing. I mean, Hungrybox is really pressing. 40% is nothing to shake a stick at on Falco. On most characters, some characters, you could definitely say that he's still very much in this game, but 40% is where things start getting a little dicey around the edge when it comes to these aerials.
And rest.
And a double up on the up air and rest for Hungrybox on the opener of the set. And that is a good game. Getting some electrolytes.
I haven't seen Hungrybox not in the TL jersey in a while.
He's drip box today.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like a designer shirt. He's got the chain on.
It is a good look.
The hat.
It's a good look.
Someone said in my Discord, in one of the Discords I'm in earlier, that this is the best era of Hungrybox right here. We're looking at it.
People are using the word era a lot. Jorge was telling me about that. I don't fully understand it yet. It's something the kids are doing.
Well, it's an easy word. It rolls off the tongue. You can say anything's an era.
I guess.
Because it's an indeterminate amount of time.
Sure. Yeah. I'll start you saying era if people want. No, I'd be like your dad doing. It's not cool anymore, right?
Yeah, don't sell out. Stay true to you, Snacks. Stay true to you. Hungrybox misses a pivotal grab there. Nah, dude, this is so dead even as we get started on Fiction's counter pick.
Sidesteps. I guess couldn't jump up backwards to get the Shine, because I think Shine might even KO there.
Oh, Hungrybox goes all in on snap to ledge there with rollout.
Fiction's defense has been good. The spot dodge for the grab, able to get that tech just a second ago. And the up air has been combating down air. I mean, people like to say that Puff's up air can beat or contest Falco's down air. We're seeing it in action. You don't always.
Exactly, yeah.
That KOs, yeah. Makes it back.
Just a little timing issue. If you would have been there a little earlier, you wouldn't have got burned. But just that little bit of time it took him to horizontally travel through the air. And now we're dead even here.
Oh, he's got a couple grounded lasers.
Never mind, we're not anymore.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Hungrybox gets a big lead in about 2 seconds with 2 moves.
Yeah, and you know, Fiction wants the, after the Shine, to waveland on the platform, go up for another Shine, maybe to get a KO. Doesn't work out that time. Still a nice rest punish, though, overall. He'll take that like 30-ish%.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, nice shield. Fiction seems very ready for all the H-Box specific stuff. I would not doubt there was a lot of study done on this match.
Right, yeah, at this level there's a lot of study, and we know how analytical both these guys can be when it comes to players' habits.
Yeah. The Fiction lesson's kind of popular right now, right?
Right, yeah,
good.
exactly.
That's the big informative content on YouTube.
I'm sure this is going to get even more popular after this tournament.
Yeah, he's doing so well.
And that's another rest. Gets the read on the tech in place, does Hungrybox.
Yeah, Hungrybox missed a couple rests in the first game, but the punish looking sharp in game 2.
Seriously.
I mean, it's the really difference maker, because a lot of Puffs, you know, will just let you tech on the platform, and then, you know, do you have a chance to get a couple more hits in?
Now Hungrybox really flowing. He's really starting to feel himself here. This is a dangerous spot for Shep.
Oh, he edge cancels it even, and a reverse.
Gets the reverse fair to close it out.
Yeah, they both know that combo kind of nutty.
Yeah, that was kind of nutty, for sure.
Wow. I'm gonna, whenever I see someone drink, I want to do it too. So I'm gonna take a little sip since Hungrybox did.
Let's take a little sip in honor of.
Stay hydrated, chat.
Let's do it.
Refreshing.
H2O.
That's a soundbite. You did great. Drill. Okay. Yeah, the tech chase from Hungrybox hasn't necessarily been the strongest. I guess Puff's so slow. What can you expect?
Shy Guy's getting absolutely murked there by Falco's body.
I like the decision not to go for a rest. Wow, the last hit of the drill, I think, pokes the shield. Yep, staying real low under the lasers.
The lasers are coming now more, you know, heavily from Fiction here.
Compared to the Battlefield games, a lot more grounded H-Box, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that what changed in that second game is he started to win the exchanges on the ground.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to take to the air, take it to the platform fight, because he's starting to actually win neutral on flat ground.
Well, I guess by virtue of the platforms being so much closer to the ground, they're a bit weaker for what he would be using them for, right? For a lot of reasons. You don't get as much. I mean, I guess you can come towards the ground faster, but you may not get as much launch room. And then also they can challenge you easier, right? Because, I mean, Falco can, like, up smash through the right side of that platform. Like, it's very low.
And on this stage, it's like down tilt. You got to worry about down tilt killing off the top 2 at this percent.
Okay, I like how he waits a second and then back airs the sort of ledge trapping rather than edge guarding.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to think you got to wait out some of the iframes, and he does that expertly there.
Oh, I love the lasers high, so he feels like he can't jump, and then he goes low with the aerial.
Yeah, it kind of keeps him from rising, too, if he does jump.
Yeah,
and that's a jab reset rest.
Okay, barely
Vintage
dies off the side. Yeah. He barely dies off the side. If he dies off the top, he probably does not get the trade for the stock there.
Absolutely.
Important. Yep, coming up with the up airs again. I think Fiction's starting to catch on because we'll land and then sort of go sideways to get underneath H-Box.
Fiction's running out of time to really catch on and adapt and adjust.
Yeah. But that's what I've seen.
Tilt.
Oh, no. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole crowd goes, oh.
Forward tilt made things really uncomfortable there, for sure. He was getting smothered in the corner, and then he thought he was out, and forward tilt kind of carried him back off.
Up air not able to connect.
And that's another up air. I was about to say one more, and that you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need another up air. Hungrybox with the 3 donut for Fiction.
Yeah, Fiction had a plan. Hungrybox just navigated it really quickly. And again, the punish game got sharp real fast.
Yeah, and you know, I think that as Hungrybox goes on and his legacy continues to grow in this game, I feel like, especially in this era, he's more of a slow starter.
Yeah.
He needs that time to adjust and feel out people, and once he does get going, like we saw there in that game 2, it can be devastating.
Yeah.
It can be devastating when he's in that flow state.
Yeah, he's tough enough to beat when he's behind.
Correct.
When he's ahead,
yeah.
Forget about it.
And there's, most other Puff players in the world, you get a good solid 1.5 stock lead on them, and you're just like, I'm good. I'm good. They've got to do so much to mess with me again. But he is so creative at getting back into the game and stealing momentum from you in such a way where he just halts everything. A rest really puts a nail in the coffin of any momentum you think you have. It's true. And so does a good edge guard.
The crouch. There's the
That's
the crouches.
yeah,
the
of course.
Something I want to point out, because a lot of you can't appreciate all the things that are happening here with us. You see these like wonderful graphics, like you have the Fox charging up and the Mewtwo charging up on the right side. In that same art style, on the stage, there are many, many images. One of them is of a crab saying, "I'm back." In speech bubble. I think that's
here
so
to
funny.
Haunt HBox. HBox and Pound both embracing crab culture.
And believe it or not, that was a turning point in Hungrybox's career, because he ended up with a lot of fans, because I think people were like, okay, that's messed up.
I don't think there's been a bigger face heel or heel face turn in all of Melee than
the crab incident.
Current era Hungrybox, which started really with the crab, but yeah, current era Hungrybox.
Because there were always Hungrybox fans, but like the predominant narrative was like, Hungrybox, super good.
Villain of Melee.
We love to watch him lose.
Right, yeah.
Like in general. And you love to watch him play well but lose.
That's what a truly good heel does.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what a truly good heel does.
So we are in losers now. Before we start with this next set, let me tell you what's on the line. This is a Smash World Tour Platinum event. The Smash World Tour, by the way, $250,000.
Big ones.
$250,000 prize
Clams,
pool. Yeah.
Bones.
Yeah, all those words.
Skrilla.
Paper. I love Skrilla.
You could convert it into cryptocurrency.